Hi, I'm Nick Ferrara, and I'm here to meet with Scotty McKeever. He's going to give me a tour of myhorseplayer.com.
Like I said, our goal is to try to figure out now how to show people, look, this is easy, this is not hard.
Right.
I know it's different from what you're used to, but it's easy. And that's all we have to figure out. That's really what we need to figure out. I don't think we need to overanalyze our products. We know we have the best product. We know we're going to have more products. Now the goal for all of us is to figure out how to convey that to people.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think it'll be difficult. I mean, I think it marries the two things that are special about horse racing. You go to the track, you see people that are like hardcore handicapping gamblers that are just there for that reason.
Yeah.
Then you see other people there, you know, having a beer, having a good time. They go to the maybe they've been to the races once, maybe it's their first time, but this gives them an advantage. Like they can come in now instead of just guessing off a name or a number.
Exactly.
They can say, hey, with a few clicks of a mouse, I can actually figure this thing out, and it's a lot more fun when you're winning.
I'll tell you a short story. That's kind of cool to give you an example of to expand on what you just said. So, I was playing a pick six at Santa Anita, and my ticket was going to be around, literally it was around $16,000. It was a big carryover day, and I'm like, I don't want to play. I don't want to play that big. I was a big player back in the day, so I decided, no, I'm not going to play that. So but the first leg, I had two horses. I'm like, okay, well maybe I can cut this down to $8,000. Still a big ticket, I understand, but for most. But I'm like, okay, I can swallow playing an $8,000 ticket. It's a big carryover day, so let's do that. So I had to choose between two horses. I made the decision based on the competition rating, and that's how I did it. And they both had close class numbers, but the competition rating was sky high on one of them on the last race compared to the other. And I singled that horse. The horse won by 9 lengths, and I ended up winning $190,000 that day. And it was just on that competition rating. So these tools at your fingertips are important. But if I had to go to a different website or try to find this, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
You know. So
you basically put yourself in a position to win that big six.
I did.
You know,
because it was right there.
Yeah.
The race description is up here. It breaks down the entire description here, but it also gives you right here just a quick overview, so you can see. It tells you the distance, surface, person, and claiming price of that race. And of course, you get the class numbers for the current race, you know, on the program. You get the morning line odds, and then you have all the widgets up here. You know how there's video. What kind of tools are out there right now? We have video. There's class numbers. There's speed ratings. There's what else is there? There's people selections. There's PP information. You'd have to go to different sites to get all this information.
Right.
You don't get it on one site. Now imagine taking all those sites together and putting it on one site. That'd be pretty cool, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so now put it on one site, but put it on one page. That's what we've done. Then graphically speaking, look at the difference of these PPs. I mean, I don't need to even tell you. I mean, it's not in comparison. There's no comparison. This is 4 widgets of 1,000 that we're going to have in the next 2 or 3 years, right? So many different products at your fingertips. I mean, the cool thing is you're handicapping right here, and you could be chatting with people right here. Or while you're handicapping, you could have any show that you want to see on the MHB TV, which is going to be like YouTube basically.
Right.
You know, but there'll be live shows also.
Yeah.
And then and you can see over here on these tabs, you've got all the career results, right? But check this out. So you have the lifetime stats. You've got 2009, 2008, distance, and Del Mar. So all this is broken down. Now you can go to surface. So we've broken it down to not just dirt fast, not just dirt wet, but turf firm and turf soft and synthetic. So you're going to get all the breakdowns of the horse's results on that surface. And then jockey results. It has the name of the jockey, track record, meet record, 2009 record, and then same thing with the trainer stats. So you can get that really easily. So the way this works also is you've got the date here, so you choose the date that you want. You can go back, by the way, you can open up this calendar and you can go back to any month you want and see anything you want to see. And then you can choose the track. You can see you have numerous tracks, and then the race number, and then you load the race. So you can see we're looking at Del Mar race number 1 for today, right? So then you open up the horse, and you've got all the information on the horse, the trainer, and the jockey, and the surface results. And then you have the PPs here, and then you have the morning line workouts. And right below, if you don't want the morning line workouts, if you're like, I don't need that, it's a horse that's had 20 races, whatever, you can just minimize it and it goes down, and you can see that now it's less scrolling. And so now we can open up horse number 2 if we'd like, and then we can look at horse number 2. One of my favorite absolute favorite tools on this thing is this competition rating. So what's cool about this is it takes, let's just say this race here. What it does is it takes the top 4 finishers in this race. It takes their class numbers and then divides by 4. And that's this number. So what's cool about that is we can compare that competition rating with the horses in this race. So you can go, okay, Lovely Lolly faced a group of 84 class numbers. And in this race, you can see this horse is pretty much up against it. Look at the class numbers here. You got a 282, a 182, a 184, and a 285, and a 205. So, you know, for me, I'm eliminating that horse. I'm not even using that horse. And so that number is great. Then you have the track variant number right here, and then you also have the speed rating. And then also what we've given you is we've given you a class number for every single horse's past performance, so you can see how the horse is progressing. And a great thing you want to see is you want to see a horse, you know, the number getting higher.
Right.
When you see consecutively 3 or 4 numbers getting higher in a row, that's a great sign that the horse is moving up. So if the horse is moving up in class, he might be able to handle it because he's getting better. Whereas on the opposite side, if a horse is going down, you can see that also.
Okay.
So that's really important.
Yeah, so it allows you to catch rising stars and also see horses that are on the decline and stay away from, especially when they might be a price. So
no, exactly, and that's right, because what will happen is some people, the reason this is good in combination with the class number, and we haven't had this in the past, but now we have it, is because if you just see a higher class number, you might just bet that class number. But if now you see a higher class number, but you see the class number going down in consecutive races, maybe you might take the second highest class number, which isn't that far away.
Right.
That's why these combination of these tools is so important. But this is one of the coolest features too. What this does is any change from last race to the current race. So meaning any change from this race to this race will show up right here. So it's not connected yet, but you can see right here. If you were to click on this in a couple of weeks from now, it'll open up and say, see how this horse lost by 11 lengths here? I want to know right now, why did this horse win this race? He lost by 11 here, but wins this race. Well, what you might find out in here is they got blinkers, or the horse just got gelded, or it's a different distance. It'll tell you if a jockey got off of the horse and went to another horse. It'll tell you if the jockey got off of 2 other horses in that race and went to that horse. It gives you every bit of information you could ever want to know about any change. It gives you purse changes, distance changes, surface changes, everything. Down here is basically, you've got each jockey, or you've got the jockey, the winning jockey right here and the weight that he carried. You've got the winning trainer, equipment, blinkers, and meds. And then down here is the top 3 finishers right here. And it shows you the lengths they're ahead of the next horse, and it also gives you the odds. You will be able to print everything here. We're working on the format now, the formatting. You'll be able to print everything here, the class numbers, the PPs, whatever you want to see, you will be able to print and take it with you to the track. Because I know that's on a lot of people's minds. I've been getting a lot of emails on that.
Yeah.
You will be able to do that. And by the way, the class numbers, right now we're hitting about 29.6% our top pick, right? With an average payoff of $8.60. The favorite wins 31% of the time at a payoff of $4.60. So we are literally almost double. So we're a little bit less on the win payoff, but we're almost double. And we're not done though. As we build this company, we're going to have full-time programmers that are only working on building these numbers and making these numbers better. So nothing's going to get worse. Everything with us is only going to continue to progress and get better. So I think we have the tools. I think we have everything we need for people to be successful and to enjoy the game. We just have to show them now.
Yeah.
We have to teach them, and we have to find ways for them to see. Look, there's nothing better out there. There is not a better product out there. I've been handicapped for 23 years, and there's nothing even close. Everything you could ever want in anything is right here.